You're about to unlock something dangerous, a mental switch that separates the ordinary from the elite, the weak from the unstoppable. This isn't taught in schools. It's not in any productivity book. This is forbidden psychology, used by monks, tested by intelligence agencies, perfected in isolation. Once activated, you'll never be the same. Your old personality dies. Your friendships fade. You become cold, calculated, unreachable. Most people can't handle that transformation, but you're not most people. Are you? Let's find out. Chapter 1. The Diagnostic. Let me guess something about you. You're sharper than most people around you. You notice things others miss. You think deeper, analyze more. But somehow, you still waste entire days doing nothing. You know you're capable of more. But discipline, that's where you fall apart. Here's why. Your brain isn't lazy. It's just wired differently. Introverts have more active prefrontal cortexes. That's the thinking part, the planning part, the part that should make you unstoppable. But there's a problem nobody talks about. That same brain gets overstimulated fast. Too much input, too many decisions, too much noise. So it shuts down, goes into protection mode. You feel paralyzed, stuck, like you're watching yourself waste time but can't stop it. Now, here's what changed everything for me. I studied how monks build discipline, how Navy SEALs push through pain, how chess masters stay focused for hours, and I found something shocking. They're not more motivated than you. They're not mentally tougher. They just run on different settings. Think of it like this. Your brain came with factory settings, designed for survival, for fitting in, for being average. But there's another mode, an elite mode. Most people never find it because nobody shows them where the switch is. That's what this is about. I'm going to show you exactly how to flip that switch. But understand something. Once you do this, you can't go back. Your old self won't exist anymore. So I need to ask you directly. Are you actually ready for that? Chapter 2. The first switch, sensory deprivation ritual. All right, first technique. I learned this from a documentary about Tibetan monks. They do something called isolation training, sitting alone in caves for weeks. No light, no sound, nothing. Sounds extreme, right? But here's what I realized. They're not trying to find enlightenment. They're resetting their dopamine system. Your brain is addicted right now to your phone, to notifications, to constant stimulation. It's like being on a drug you didn't know you were taking, and that addiction is killing your discipline. So we're going to break it. Here's what you do. Every single morning, before you touch your phone, before coffee, before anything, you sit in complete silence for exactly 11 minutes. Don't meditate. Don't try to clear your mind. Just sit there. Let your brain freak out, because it will. Here's what happens day by day. Days 1 through 3, it's going to feel impossible. Your brain will scream at you. It'll throw random thoughts, anxiety, this weird, uncomfortable feeling like you're wasting time. You'll want to quit. Don't. Days 4 through 7, something shifts. The panic quiets down. Your thoughts start flowing cleaner, less chaotic. You'll notice you can actually think without your mind jumping everywhere. By day 14, this is where it gets interesting. Normal things that used to excite you, they don't hit the same anymore. Scrolling feels boring. TV shows feel slow. Your brain isn't chasing dopamine hits anymore. You've reset your baseline. Now, when you sit down to work, it's easy. Boring tasks don't drain you. Because your brain isn't constantly comparing everything to TikTok or Instagram, you can just focus. But here's what nobody tells you about this. You'll start feeling disconnected from people. Your friends will crack jokes and you won't laugh. They'll get excited about things and you'll feel nothing. They'll notice you've changed. And honestly, they're right. You're becoming colder, more controlled, less reactive. Some people call that growth. Others call it losing yourself. So before you start this, ask yourself honestly, is that what you want? Chapter 3. The Cognitive Load Protocol. Okay, second technique. This one comes from old Soviet training programs. They used to train cosmonauts and chess players with something called cognitive overload. Sounds complicated. It's not. Here's the idea. Monks build discipline through physical pain, cold showers, fasting, sitting on hard floors. But you don't need that. Your weapon is mental strain. Most people avoid hard thinking. Their brain hates it, so they stay weak. But what if you deliberately overloaded your brain every single day, forced it to handle more than it thinks it can? That's exactly what we're doing. Here's the ritual. Every day, you do 3 tasks back to back. No breaks, no distractions, no music. Task 1. Learn 20 new words in a foreign language. Write them down. Test yourself. Don't move on until you know all 20. Task 2. Solve 10 math problems without a calculator. Long division, percentages. Anything that makes you actually think. Task 3. Memorize a 500-word passage. Could be a speech, a poem, a page from a book. Then recite it perfectly without looking. Do all 3 in one sitting. Your brain will hate you for this. It'll tell you this is pointless, a waste of time. Why are you doing this when you could be doing real work? That voice? That's your brain trying to stay comfortable. Ignore it. Here's what happens after 21 days of this. Your normal work becomes effortless. Writing emails takes 2 minutes. Making decisions? Instant. No more overthinking. Focusing for 3 hours straight? Easy, because you've expanded your mental capacity. Your brain can handle so much more now that regular tasks feel like nothing. But here's the side effect nobody warned you about. Normal conversations become unbearable. Small talk feels like torture. You'll sit there watching people think slowly, and you'll just disconnect. You'll start avoiding social situations, not because you're anxious, because you're bored, intellectually bored. You're becoming isolated, not emotionally, mentally. So let me ask you straight, is that a price you're willing to pay? Chapter 4. The Identity Death Exercise. This is where most people stop, not because it's hard, because it's terrifying. Everything up until now was training. This is different. This is about killing who you think you are. Listen, your current identity is a prison built by your parents, your teachers, your failures. Every time someone told you you're just shy or you're not good at that, it stuck. And now those beliefs run your life. You think you're being yourself, but you're just playing a character someone else wrote. So we're going to delete it. Here's what you do. Grab paper and a pen. Write down every belief you have about yourself. The ugly ones. The ones you never say out loud. I'm awkward in groups. I need motivation to do anything. I'm not disciplined. I always give up. Write it all. Don't hold back. Now read it out loud. Every single line. Hear how absurd it sounds when you say it to an empty room. Then say this exactly. This is not me. This is programming, and I'm deleting it now. Rip that paper up. Burn it if you can. Destroy it completely. What happens next is strange. For about 48 hours, you'll feel empty, like you don't know who you are anymore. No personality, no sense of self. It's uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. But that's the point. You're in the void, the space between identities, and slowly, something new starts forming. Not based on beliefs, based on actions. You become what you do, not what you think about yourself. This is how monks operate. They don't have an inner voice saying, stay disciplined. They don't negotiate with themselves. They just act, instantly, no debate. And now you can too. But here's what people will say. They'll call you cold, robotic. They'll say you lost your spark, your humanity. And maybe they're right. Maybe you did lose something. Or maybe you just finally removed the noise, the doubt, the overthinking, the constant second guessing. You didn't lose yourself. You just stopped performing. Chapter 5. The Final Integration. So you made it here. Most didn't. Now let's talk about what comes next. Because you have 3 options. Path 1. You close this video. Forget everything. Go back to scrolling. Stay in your comfort zone. Nothing changes. You stay exactly who you are. Safe, average, comfortable. Path 2. You try some of this. Maybe the morning silence thing. Maybe the cognitive training when you feel motivated. You use it when it's convenient. Turn it on and off. Stay balanced. Stay relatable. But you never fully transform. You stay stuck in the middle. Path 3. You go all in. You commit completely. You do all three techniques every single day. You let the old you die. You accept the isolation. You embrace becoming colder. You become the optimized version. The one who doesn't negotiate, doesn't hesitate, just executes. And honestly, most people will pick path 2. It makes sense. It's reasonable. You get some benefits without losing yourself completely. But we both know that's not why you're really here. You didn't watch this far because you want balance. You watched because something in you is hungry. Hungry for that elite mind, that monk-level discipline, that focus everyone talks about but nobody actually has. You want it. And now you have the blueprint. The sensory deprivation ritual, the cognitive load protocol, the identity death exercise. 3 weapons. Use them right, you become unstoppable. Use them wrong, you become isolated. Too sharp for your own world. The choice is yours. What's it going to be? So here's what happens now. You either close this video and forget, or you take the first step. Tomorrow morning, the second you wake up, don't touch your phone. Don't check anything. Just sit in complete silence for 11 minutes. Let your brain panic. Watch it beg for stimulation. And don't give in. That's where it starts. Everything else, that's on you now. Welcome to the other side. Subscribe.